Welcome back to episode 23 of the Brick Clubhouse. My name is Evan, and I'm one of your co-hosts here. And I'm joined on this evening by my good friend Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Evan. Thanks for opening up your home so we could record tonight.
Yeah, man. Third week in a row.
I know.
You owe me rent. Just kidding.
I bought dinner. Does that
Sure.
count?
That works.
So
It's October, which means for you and me, it's postseason baseball.
it is.
Our team hasn't even played yet, and I was already nervous earlier tonight watching that Mets game. That was wild.
That Mets game, the end was fantastic.
For those of you that are
That's
following,
what baseball is about.
Yeah. For those of you that are following, the Mets game actually had a crazy ending 2 nights in a row. This is the second game. Third game.
The third game of the series.
Where the Mets won the series. Anyways, we're anxiously awaiting.
Maybe we should move all baseball talk to post show.
Yeah, maybe we should.
We for those that care what we think about what's happening in the postseason.
There we go.
Which everyone does.
We're down here in San Diego, where the San Diego Padres are getting ready to take on mine and Chris's LA Dodgers. But we're here in San Diego as Dodger fans, which is a hostile territory to be in, but not for you, Lego fans.
No.
Which leads us into our sponsor, Bricks and Minifigs, San Diego North.
Yes. It's a little out of Padre country. No, actually, I would say half the people coming into the store today were wearing Padres gear.
Mm-hmm.
And those that weren't were visiting from Arizona because they're all on fall break.
Okay.
So it's
crazy.
crazy.
Like the place to come for Arizonians on fall break?
I think so.
Okay.
And the city is getting super excited about Padres. And we'll see.
But we hope that the city gets heartbroken.
Well, we don't have to go into specifics, but yes.
The last time that the Padres beat the Dodgers in the playoffs, me and Bailey could hear fireworks from her North Park apartment.
Oh, I'm
not from
sure.
the stadium, from neighborhoods around where we were.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Well, they acted like they won the World Series. We're really getting off.
It's the closest they've ever come.
We're really getting off topic. But we do want to thank Bricks Minifigs, San Diego North, for making this all happen. A great little Lego shop here in San Diego on Carmel Mountain Road. If you're in the area, please stop by. Tell us who you're rooting for in the postseason.
Unless it's the Padres.
I was talking to a guy yesterday who's a big Cleveland fan, and he's really rooting for the Guardians.
They exist?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
So we welcome all.
They had a great season.
They did.
We'll see how they do against the Tigers.
The hot
Tigers.
That's like the Midwest battle right there.
Praise God that the Tigers knocked out the Astros.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Astro fans.
No. Never apologize to Astros fans. That was worse than the team.
I grew up in Detroit, so I was
a
Tiger fan for a brief part of my life, and then I saw the light.
Thomas Magnum is stoked somewhere.
He is.
That's the second consecutive episode with a Thomas Magnum reference. Wow.
That is
my mother really proud.
Really random. But
Magnum.
If you're listening to the podcast, what do you have to say about Magnum?
Oh, he lives in Hawaii, and
he does.
Bailey and I are going to Hawaii on Tuesday.
You are.
Which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about Chippendale.
Oh, there's that too, but that's another story.
Okay.
Talk about my honeymoon.
Yeah, you are going on a honeymoon. I am going to Nashville for our Bricks and Minifigs
same thing.
Owner meetings.
Yes.
So we're going to have another little break in the podcast.
Just a small one.
Just a week, I think. Maybe 2. We'll see. Because I leave before you leave, so we'll have to see when you come back how quickly we'll get back to recording.
Yeah.
If you're too sunburned to sit at a microphone, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see.
But if you are still listening, please give us a rating.
Wait a second. I thought this was a Lego podcast. It usually is after the first 10 minutes.
I have an interesting Lego question, though, to bring up. I was thinking about this after our last discussion on the last podcast about all the new themes that launched in October. We got Wicked. We have Fortnite.
What's the third one, Chris?
What is the third one? I should remember. Oh, yeah. Wednesday. See, I didn't think of that one because we don't have it in the store yet.
Yeah.
See, all the rest we have there. But it was really interesting to see all 3 of those launch on the same day. And so I wanted to pose the question.
Pose it.
What are some retired Lego themes we wish would come back? And there are a few that came to mind, and I started writing a list for us.
Yeah.
So we could pick, because a lot of them are before your time. Sorry to say.
Well, a lot of them are before my Lego time. A lot of these were
Yeah,
out as Steams while I was
that's
alive,
that's
but yeah,
well, and some of them
some of them were not.
were not.
No,
And I started a list, and then I thought there has to be a list already on the internet because that's what
honestly,
the internet's good at.
honestly, mine are kind of already on there though,
I know.
so I'm happy.
But I wanted to find out how many there really were. So Brickpedia has a list of all of the retired themes, and it is way longer than I would have thought.
Oh yeah, because you got to
Um,
have like the little one-offs like video and dots, which wasn't a one-off, but that was a thing.
no, but some like we only had, for a short time. Yeah, Power Miners. I didn't put that on the list. We should.
Eh,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's
Hero,
also here on
Hero.
this list that I forgot. No, Hero Factory.
I thought of TMNT. Yeah. Anyways,
But there are a lot of themes here that we'll put a link in the show notes to the complete list of retired themes.
yeah,
But I thought we could just pick a few that we wish would come back
and let us
what,
hope and pray that Star Wars never goes on
and
that list.
what we would like to see from them. Oh, are you
I don't
kidding?
think I can.
I,
They're
I-
like synonymous now.
Yeah, I'm not sure either one can exist without the other at this point.
Yeah. No, they'd both be fine. They're both billion-dollar corporations, but anyways,
But they would both take a
a
huge,
huge
hit
hit, absolutely.
on both sides. So I'm going to let you pick first from either this list or the Brookpedia list, and you can decide which
Yeah.
first pick.
Yeah,
where
this
are you
one-
going?
This is an interesting topic for me, as we discussed briefly just now, but also we've said it in other podcasts. I didn't start becoming a Lego collector until 2019, so I was a little late to the game in my lifetime, kind of, as opposed to people that build it when they're kids, which I did. But anyways, my answers for this are actually mostly coming as a result of my experience working in the store and seeing some of these sets come in and be like, oh my gosh, that used to be a theme, or this is super cool. I think the first one I'm going to go with is Scooby-Doo. Kind of random one. This one was a one wave theme of 5 sets, but they're all so good. And I did grow up watching Hanna-Barbera cartoons. My mom, she had VHSs taped of the Boomerang channel and
fun.
stuff. We'd watch, Yogi Bear and Huckleberry Hound and the Jetsons and the Flintstones and Scooby-Doo and all that good stuff. She also got some like DVD box sets. My favorite one was the Hong Kong Phooey box set. Hong Kong Phooey.
I remember.
Top Cat,
Yeah.
Snagglepuss. Yeah, good stuff. So I did grow up watching a lot of those cartoons. And so we had the Scooby-Doo sets come in a number of times while I was at the store. But there was one time where somebody came in with a bulk bin with all 5 sets in the bin and all the instruction manuals.
I remember that.
And I took them home and built them all. I actually built most of them in the store. I built a couple of them at home. But yeah, I got to build pretty much all the sets in that theme, which was really fun. I did get one of the mystery machines that we got in for myself at one point. So I have the mystery machine. But yeah, this would be a super fun one. There are so many Scooby-Doo movies and Scooby-Doo episodes and villains, and I don't know. I think it'd be really fun to do to bring this one back. I think I've talked about this before at the store and with you, I think, but my number one hope for this theme, if it ever does come back, even if it's like a one-off 18 plus set, I want them to make a full-size 18 plus mystery machine.
That would be fun.
That'd be super sick. Like get like the DeLorean, like
and they've done it
the
for a
Batmobiles.
number of
Yeah.
properties.
yeah, the Ecto,
Yeah.
right? So I think that would
James
be
Bond. Yeah.
super fun for them to make a big mystery machine and give us a minifigure with all the characters in one set. Come
Yeah.
on. Velma is worth like $120 because there's only one of her.
I mean,
We need another one.
I think it'd be super fun if they did an 18 plus set in this theme. And you're right, Mystery Machine would be awesome.
Yeah.
People would love it.
Yeah.
It would do really well.
I think that'd be super fun. So that's probably my first pick.
A great first pick. That's not where I thought you were going to go.
Yeah, there's other ones. I
But,
feel like one of them is kind of a half answer. So maybe I'll put that as like an honorable mention if you don't say it first.
If I don't take it, I am going to go. I don't think there will be any surprise here, but I'm going to go classic base. Yeah, yeah. I know, shocking.
That.
We did they kind of dabbled when they did the Galaxy Explorer a few years ago for the 90th.
years. What are they going to do for the 100 year? Oh,
I don't know, but
another topic.
it was kind of like just a taste of what could be.
Mhm.
And I would love to see.
And they've only made the Galaxy Explorer in like 7 different sizes now.
I
But
know.
needed
I
to make
think
another one.
I have them all. It was super fun. They remade an old classic space,
Yeah.
but I think it would be. I want to see like some new designs in that classic space kind of
Sure.
arena.
They'd be updated, so they'd look
Yeah.
very different.
Totally.
But
But like we got Benny Spaceship, for the Lego
was
movie,
fun.
which was kind of like an updated
sure.
classic space,
Yeah.
ship. And I think some classic rovers and other ship types, different sizes, would be a lot of fun to see what
Yeah.
current Lego designers could do
Yeah.
with that theme. Even if it was just like a wave, I think
Yeah.
it would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how different they would look with the updated pieces and building techniques and stuff. And I wonder,
Because even like the
Yeah.
Galaxy Explorer was very different building. Like
Yeah.
like the whole base like gray wing part was a lot of Technic inside and
Yep.
then covered.
Yep.
And so I would like to see what some other things they could do
Yeah, that'd be fun.
with the parts and stuff that they didn't have,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah, and they had like they made space kind of like the central theme for this year, kind of like they had Creator 3-in-1 and Friends, and they had City, and they had a bunch of other themes make space branded sets, but they were not.
But they
classic
weren't-
Space. They
no,
were
they-
very much like in the world of that theme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like City went with like the Mars kind of mission
Oh, and how could we forget the CMF figures?
or the moon missions. Yeah, the
Yeah.
CMF figures. Friends did a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But we didn't get any classic space
right? Yeah.
kind of ships.
No, that'd be cool.
And
I agree.
I would like that
Good pick.
just to see what they would do.
Yeah, I think for my next one, this is again a theme that I didn't collect any of myself or have any of growing up at all, but that I've seen come in the store and have grown an attachment to, and that's castle. I mean, yeah, there's like the classic castle sets, that have like those big elevated base plates that we got. I
Mhm.
guys built one of those sets
Yeah.
that came into the store. That was super fun. But I love the figures. I love all the different shield prints, as you know. I love
Yeah.
my favorites are the Dragon Knight. They're my favorite faction.
Yeah.
All the knights, like that golden knight that's in that one set that we got in, which I think
Mhm.
that's what the newer wave castle set's, not like classic.
Yeah,
castle.
like that was from like the early 2000s
Yeah.
kinda era.
And so, yeah, I think similarly, like for me personally, I don't have as much of an attachment or a draw to like the classic sets. I just like newer building looks better, like just because Lego and their building techniques have progressed so much, and I don't have like a personal attachment to the old classic sets. So, yeah, I know that there were some people that are fans of classic castle that weren't the hugest fans of the newer wave stuff.
Because they dabbled in it a little bit.
Yeah,
We got
and it came
the
back.
Lion Knight's Castle again for the 90th.
That was and then that was later, and they still do some medieval stuff like the town square that just came out.
Yeah, and they did that 3-in-1 castle.
Yep.
But that was kind of closer to like old school,
Yeah,
like 80s castle.
yeah.
And we can see like what they could do. Because
Right.
like we've had the Bricklink Mountain Fortress Castle,
Dude, the Forestman's Hideout is the one
the
that I
Forceman Hideout,
Dude,
which we'll
Or-
have to talk at the
we'll
next
have to
episode.
order next week.
The
Yeah.
Bricklink orders. Stay tuned. A little tease for future episodes.
Yeah.
But it would be fun for them to do again a variety of sizes. It seems like generally they've done just like big castles, where they used to do like siege towers and like little
Yeah.
small like $15
Like Castle
sets
Gate.
that were like the cart and the highwayman and the different things. So I would love to see again a variety
Yeah.
in this theme and not just a $300 castle,
Yeah.
which are super fun,
Yeah.
but I'm running out of space.
No, and I think just seeing how valuable and expensive a lot of these castle figures are, because they have these really awesome prints and stuff. Yeah, clearly there's a desire, there's a demand for those figures, and I think that if they brought them back and maybe introduced some new factions, I know that for that Lego Ideas set with the vending machine, they did like a poll for what faction to be included, and there was some new ones. I voted for the Kraken. I think you voted for the Griffin.
I did, but the Kraken looked awesome. It was a toss-up. They were both so cool.
So like they could make new factions. They could do a whole can you imagine if they did the Krakens and there was like a whole sea faction that like by like the cliffs and stuff? Like, oh, that'd be awesome.
They could kind of almost combine it with like the Viking stuff that they used to do.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to think of like Game of Thrones, we don't need.
Never gonna happen.
I know.
Never gonna
But
happen.
could you imagine
Never gonna happen.
the Greyjoys and
The
the
Red
Starks and
Yeah.
the idea of that kind of world
Yeah.
in Lego would be super
I
fun.
mean, I think everyone loves just like medieval stuff and like the feel and the look of it.
And, and like we said,
It's just cool.
where they dabbled, they've done such a good job.
They have
To see it fleshed out.
that one set we got in with the Golden Knight in it.
Hmm.
Oh, that figure was beautiful.
Yeah.
So
That's the one thing the castle always had going for it, was it had the best figures. They just look so good.
Yeah, I like the female figures too. Like they have like the prints they do for like the dresses
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Like they look fantastic as well, and they just pair really well together. And yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So good pick. I am going with one that I didn't put on the list initially,
Ooh.
but I thought of it as you were talking about the castles. Again, for people that know me, this is not going to be a huge shock, but I want to see trains, the train theme come back.
Was that its own theme?
Oh yeah, because they used to sell like you could buy like individual train cars, and like we still get trains.
Right.
They'll do them under the city theme,
I
and
had no
usually
idea that was
it's
its own
just like,
theme.
oh, here's a cargo train, or here's
Right.
the newest passenger
That's what
train
mine
that
used
it's
to
like
do.
the fourth time we've had that same passenger train in a new color. But like, I want a more fleshed out, some different engines, some different types of cars, caboose. I think it would be a lot of fun.
I'm not seeing a train.
And then we could build our own unique trains and put them out. It may not
That's
be have listed like as a train theme, but it was
Yeah.
definitely something they did.
It wasn't just like what they do now, where they put trains in different themes. Or was it town? No.
I honestly don't know. I just know you could buy different cars and different types of trains, and
Mhm.
I think it would be a fun theme. The train community, at least that comes into the store,
Very passionate.
is very passionate.
Yeah.
Now,
they
granted,
love it.
there's not a lot, but we've had a few that made it through Bricklink, so there's definitely a desire
Mhm.
for it.
Absolutely.
And I think it'd be really cool to, let people build their own custom trains and stuff
Yeah.
with sanctioned sets.
Yeah.
So even if it wasn't a real theme, it was a real thing, and I think it would be fun for them to bring it back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that's a good pick. We're doing one more and then honorable mention?
Yeah,
Or
I
should we
think
do
so.
honorable now? One more?
Sure. One more.
One more.
We'll be fast about it.
Yeah, this one is very similar to what my last one was, but Knight's Kingdom, I think would be fun. This was one that I remember my brothers and I going to our local toy store and getting like the buildable figures they have for the Knight's Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
My brother Blair got the purple one, Drake got the blue one, and I got the green one, I think. And those are fun to build. And they had like the little levers on the back that you could move, and it would like move the swords and stuff and move their arms. And then I remember on Lego.com they had like the games, and they had the Knight's Kingdom game that we would play on the computer all the time, which was fun. And then working in the store, a couple sets have come in, but it's actually been a few of the minifigures. Seeing the buildable characters that we would get in minifigure form was super cool. I'm like, oh my gosh, what? Like I want a minifigure of each of these guys, and I still do. I haven't gotten them yet, but that'd be super fun. I would really enjoy Knight's Kingdom, which is similar to Castle, I know, but it has its own character.
But
it's
very.
game
I think it's
characters.
different.
Yeah.
But you're not talking about like the Hero Factory Knights.
No.
So
Knight's Kingdom.
Yep.
Yep.
Good nostalgic pick.
Yeah.
I am going for a theme that I only have one set from, and it's one that I got from the store, and it's a little tiny plane, actually. I am going to go with the adventure theme.
Nice.
Because the sets that they made, back in the 90s and early 2000s were incredible. We've had like all the ancient Egypt stuff, and we had like hot air balloons and Zeppelins and all this crazy stuff that they did. It was kind of like a precursor to like Indiana Jones kind of things. And they're bringing some of the characters back in some of the current city stuff where we are getting all the different animals, but it's not the adventure theme. They're like in modern day, like on ATVs and stuff. I want that throwback, almost kind of cyberpunk kind of feel that the adventure theme had. And so that's where I'm going to go with my last pick.
Yeah.
Is adventure.
It's a good one. Yeah, I think I just wanted to add a couple just honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
for sure.
I forgot about this one, but I just saw Pirates of the Caribbean. Those ships were awesome. Whenever they
Yeah,
come into the store, those things are sick.
Pirates was a good
That'd
a
be
good
fun.
theme.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, obviously. I mean, I don't know how many sets how many other sets they could do. I love that show, and I'd love to have sets out so I could get those figures at an affordable price.
We've never had one of those sets come into the store.
No, why would people give them up? And then SpongeBob. I mean, come on. I love SpongeBob. Looking at we got a bunch of them in the store recently. Definitely outdated builds. Like they look
Yeah.
outdated. So I think it'd be fun to have the new line. They could do a full big Krusty Krab. They could do SpongeBob's house and all of those because the old ones they look old, which is interesting because they're not as old as some other stuff, but
No,
they're
but
just
yeah,
outdated.
they're very simple builds. I
Yeah.
think, don't hate me for saying this, but I think we may look back at like in maybe 10 years, the Animal Crossing sets like are kind of the same way. Like the builds are simple,
Yeah.
but the figures are awesome.
They're more filled out though. Like they're more
Yeah,
there's less
but they're
gaps and
still
stuff. Yeah, but they're both themes are for a younger audience, so it makes sense.
but the figures are great.
Yes, they are.
And I don't even watch or know SpongeBob, and I do like the figures. Any others you want to throw out there?
Mostly, yeah. I'll give a shout out. I don't really. We had some of these sets growing up. We had a good chunk of them, but I don't care much for them. But I just know that they're very popular. So Bionicle, I think a lot of people would want Bionicle to come back.
Yeah, Bionicle was on my short list. Not that I was ever into it, but I think what Bionicle gave us were some really interesting pieces and
Hmm.
build techniques
Yeah.
that we've seen a lot of other sets now, but I think bringing a modern take on Bionicle could be fun. My honorable mentions, one of these is kind of like the half theme that you may have been talking about, because we've still been getting 18 plus sets in this theme the last few years, but again, they've stopped making play sets and like a variety of sizes and price points, and that's Lord of the Rings slash Hobbit. I don't know that we can call it a dead theme, so I didn't put it in my first picks, but I don't feel like it's a full theme anymore. Like we're just getting the one set a year, and I would like to see more from that theme. I'm also, it's kind of like a cop out to throw out like Blacktron and those things. I feel like they're so closely tied to Classic Space. We're just going to let them be grouped together.
Knight's Kingdom, so
Yeah, that's true. I'm also going to throw out Monster Fighters, maybe just because it's Halloween, but those builds are so much fun. If you're a Halloween fan or like the spooky season, I think the Monster Fighter stuff is great. And I'm also going to give a shout out. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Chima. I think the figures, the animal figures
fun.
for Chima were just super fun
They're fun.
and super cool. And all the builds were fun, and they would break off into different parts a lot of times and little vehicles. So I'm going to throw Chima out there as well.
Nice. Yeah, I think some of the builds, I think this is another one that could benefit from updated builds because some of the builds are cool, but yeah, the figures are the coolest draw to me, at least from that theme. So seeing some updated builds would be fun for sure.
Yeah, definitely that would be needed. And I'm also going to throw out Alien Conquest as my last honorable mention because I just thought those play sets were so much fun in how you would have like a big mobile command truck that, you could drop the little science part of the truck off, and then you would have the other truck could still drive off, and then a place to launch
That's fun.
a plane from the top of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were just super cool, and the alien builds were fun, and the UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with Alien Conquest.
Nice. Good pick.
So those are the themes that I'd like to see. We'd love to hear from you. What themes did we miss? What would you like to see?
There's a lot of them.
Let us know on Instagram or on our new website. You can leave a comment, brickclubhouse.com, Brick Clubhouse on Instagram or Facebook, and let us know what we missed and what themes you would like to see come back.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also that time of year where there's a lot happening in the store. October come, school's in full swing. So I just wanted to talk about some of the events that we have going on right now that you might be interested in taking part in the store. First, we are going to attempt a world record at Bricks and Minifigs. So we've talked about this before, but the tabletop role-playing game world record with all the stores connected and all playing one central campaign. The date to sign up to be part of that attempt is coming up quick on October 12th. Space at our store is almost full. So if you want to play at our store, you definitely want to go sign up. But I do know our friends at the Carlsbad store and the Mesa store also have space. So if one of those is closer to you, please sign up. By signing up, you'll get a free Dungeons and Dragons minifig from the new CMS.
Nice.
You'll also get a custom 20-sided Bricks and Minifigs die that you can use in the game, which is super fun. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt, those are also available. It'll be a fun day.
Yeah.
And I know one of our employees, Nathan, is super excited and wants to play, wants to DM. Please sign up and take part and help us get the world record there. Another thing we have going on through the month of October is we're doing a spooky bulk bag. So, which is a special Halloween themed bag that you can come and fill with bulk. Now, if you were to buy, like if you were to take the bulk and put in our normal bags, it would be almost $50. But we're selling it for $25 for the first fill.
Oh, nice.
And then $15 to refill it. You can come back once a day till the end of the month.
That's a good deal.
And get all the bulk you need for your spooky builds.
There you go.
So take advantage of that while we have it.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, lots of people have been coming in. In fact, we had a family that was waiting outside the doors this morning for us to open so they could come in and refill their bag. So take advantage of that anytime now through the end of October. And lastly, we are going to be hosting a Brick or Treat event on October 7th or October 27th, the Sunday before Halloween. We don't want to compete with Halloween itself, and we know a lot of schools have carnivals and stuff on Friday and Saturday. So we're doing our event on Sunday. There's going to be a special build. Prize will be out. There'll be some special sale items and stuff. So you'll want to take advantage and come see and follow us on Instagram for more details as they come. But be ready for the 27th from like 4 to 6 p.m.
Nice.
We hope to see everyone there.
Yeah.
We hope to see you out at those different events. On an inventory side of things, we just got a huge refresh of a bunch of minifigures.
Ooh.
So
CMFs, yeah.
CMFs. So we got some Disney, the Muppets, Simpsons, a whole bunch of refresh. I know.
For a while.
Yeah, we've needed those. And I think we might have a few Jack Skeletons left.
Ooh.
Not many. Those always go fast.
So fast.
So if you're interested in CMFs, we've got a bunch of fresh ones in the store. So
nice.
We would love to have you come in and watch some baseball with us.
Yeah, it'll be on.
It will. As long as I'm in the store, it will be. I think that brings us to the end of our agenda today. Just a quick reminder, we will be off for a week or two, but we'll be back. It won't be as long as hiatus as we took at the end of summer. We'll be back in the middle of the month with more Lego news. We'll be able to...
good Dodger news, too.
And good Dodger news. Oh, fingers crossed. I don't even want to think about the depression that could be coming for me if we lose again.
Yeah, I want to have a happy honeymoon. So,
yeah,
let's make it happen.
I think it'll be happy anyway.
Yeah, it'd be better if the Dodgers win, though.
It would be better.
But yes, it'll be happy either way.
At least you can console each other since you're both Dodger fans. It's not like you married a Padre fan.
God, no. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nope.
So I think that's it. Why don't you say goodbye, Evan?
Goodbye, Chris.